Today I'm going to show you guys how to stack breeding farms in Palworld. So let's go. To stack the breeding farm, you literally need to click on breeding farm and put it onto this structure that I have created on your screen. And I'm going to show you how to make this structure as well. Usually what I like to do with the breeding farm is I like to have it lined up with the back wall right down the middle and then click it so that it starts to be built. And while that's being built, I'm going to show you what you need. To build the breeding farm, you're going to need to put them onto these large storage containers. And you need to have it 7 across and 3 back. Now, what I usually like to do is I like to build a wall first on a foundation that is pretty much 5 across. And that should do you if you have a 5 across wall. 5 across and 3 high is usually what I go for. I also recommend having 2 containers just out from the structure itself so that you have something to stand on. Now, they made it a lot easier in 1.0 to do this because the pals can actually interact with the higher levels of this. And when you have the first breeding farm down, you can simply destroy the next level of the large containers. So I'm going to do that now and put away the iron ingots. That's going to take me a couple of moments. Just to show you, the way I do it is I create the first large container and I hold control and I put it in the middle of the 5 back walls that we have created. And that gives you your starting point. So if you create that one, for example, and then every single one of the containers after that, you make it from the first container. So you hold control and look to the side of the container that you've already made. You no longer look at the back wall for the second, third, and so on, so forth. So I'm actually just going to destroy both of these now, cancel this, and we're also going to destroy this one here that we were standing on so that we can line ourselves up and put down the second breeding farm. So I'm just going to recall my pal here so she's out of the way. And we're going to put down the second breeding farm. Now, it doesn't matter if the roofs are hitting each other. So what I like to do is same thing again, just put myself so that the back wall is in line with the back beam and then move slightly out until it turns blue. And that is the second one done. And then to assign the pals to this, what I like to do is I like to get my pals that I'm going to have breathing. We'll just say, for example, we'll have 4 pen kings here, 2 males and 2 females. And then I create this thing here. Now, this thing is called the high quality monitoring stand. You can use the normal one as well. The normal one is wood and stone. And then this one is ingots and cement. And when you come up to this, you can press C and you can click on the breeding farm. And then you can click on the 2 pals that you want in there. Click on the next breeding farm and you click on the 2 pals that you want in there. And they're all going to be on the bottom level, but they're all working on the 2. Let me show you that actually. You'll see the progress bars for both of them. So I have 2 ranches or 2 breeding farms, and I have the progress bar for each of them. And I can put the cake into that one, and I can put the cake into that one. But we're stacking 3 high, so I'm actually going to remove more. So for this one, obviously, we just remove all of these, and I will be back with you in a moment once I have all of them done, because I'm going to be moving super slow. Just before I show you me putting down the last one, I just want to show you that you're going to need about 3,500 ingots for this. So it's very, very expensive to get this started. But once you do it, you'll get all of those ingots back. And you don't have to go 3 high like me. You can go 2 high. That's completely fine. And then for the large storage containers, go to technology and just type in storage. You should be able to get the large storage containers here. The storage container set. And it's the same thing for these. Pretty much just type in monitoring and you should be able to get that. No problem. Monitoring. And you just unlock the 2. And you actually have another one at level 71, which I haven't unlocked yet. I wonder what's going to be different about that. One last thing I want to tell you about is that you can go to your world settings and turn your work speed up for your pals so that you are able to fill these containers immediately. Otherwise, it's going to take you ages. Now I'm going to show you literally me just putting down the last one. Once again, we're going to try and put ourselves so that the pillar is in the middle of the back wall. And then we're going to move out 2 or 3 times just until it turns blue. And then we're going to place it. If you want, you could destroy the back wall now, and that'll be completely fine. If you want to keep the back wall just because you like the aesthetic, that's also fine too. Whichever one you want to do. When you're doing this, try not to destroy your breeding farms by mistake. If you have any trouble reaching the top chest here, by the way, you can just have yourself a pillar just outside of it, and that's going to allow you to access all of the chests. But you shouldn't have any issues, but just in case, you could just build one of these right here. Best of luck with this one. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.